Okay, here we go again with Pilotwings. Just make sure I get into position here. Make sure I look all nicey nice for the camera. Let's go. So let's get the obvious question out of the way first. What on earth was I thinking with this getup? I don't know. Maybe this is my attempt at a character with some latent gay tendencies or some not so latent gay tendencies. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. You know, I have certain props that I am given to work with, and I wanted to do something with this wig, and I wanted to do something with this mask, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So I'm not trying to make any kind of statement with this character, but I have an icky feeling that this particular character is going to generate some heat when they go live, when these videos go live on YouTube. So here's hoping that it doesn't, because that would be pretty sad if it does. So I wanted to do some snow levels. Let's see, I believe it was Class B and pilot class? No. Maybe it was Class A with the rocket belt. Nope. Not A. Now see, this is exactly why I like to do rehearsals before I play. Class B. Okay. Crash into every balloon and hit the landing pad. See how I do. Oh, I hate that. Nickelodeon. Come on now. This is the kind of stuff that, I remember from Pilotwings 64. Just annoying stuff. I'm going to use all of my fuel popping just this first target. Man, this is embarrassing. Okay, I'm going to go this way. So, Pilotwings was one of the launch titles for the N64, and my early memories of the N64 is that, first it was Super Mario 64, and everyone loved that game so much that we played the hell out of it when it came out. So we all cleared it fairly quickly, and we were craving new games, but there wasn't a Nintendo 64 kind of got off to a slow start as far as game releases go. So it was Super Mario 64 and then Pilotwings. You know, I actually don't think it was a launch title now that I think about it. I think it came out a few weeks later. I remember that I was waiting. I just remember that it was this game, it was Super Mario 64, and it was Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. And that was it for a while. Okay, I got all the balloons, and now it's time to land. You were judged on accuracy and landing. So, and you know, wind will affect your accuracy. This is a hoot. Oh my gosh. Landing accuracy off by 1 point. Landing impact, pretty good. Got all the balloons. My time was pretty bad. So, all in all, not too bad. So, I wanted to do the Birdman. All right. This is the other thing I remember about Pilotwings. Just how serene it is. I mean, just kick back and enjoy the music for a moment. Yeah. It's like flying home for Christmas in a snowstorm. Flying home. I'll be home for Christmas. Yeah. See if I can find somewhere more interesting to fly to. Love the Birdman outfit. Dive bomb. Yeah. I'll be home for Christmas, motherfuckers. Meow. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, serenity. So yeah. Very serene, very peaceful. Just a pleasure. Look at it, it's like something out of a Dickens novel. Or The Shining. Makes me miss Colorado, man. You know, long-term plans include moving away from the St. Louis area. You know, I love St. Louis, it's just not for me. It's not really my scene. But, you know, the people here are awesome. I love the I love the friendliness and the openness of St. Louis, but it's just location wise. I love some nice stimulating surroundings, such as the mountains in Colorado or the ocean in Virginia Beach. I would live in either of those two places. In St. Louis, the people here are awesome. Food here is awesome. A lot of things are awesome about St. Louis. It's just, scenery wise, it's just not my jam. We got some awesome forests out here, and petting zoos. We have some interesting things, but it's like we're compensating for our lack of natural beauty, especially in the fall and winter. St. Louis is beautiful when it's green or when it's white, but once all those leaves fall, you get into the gloomy months of late fall, early spring, and winter. It's just, it's freaking depressing, man. You ever hear, I love the bells on the church, which reminds me, after this subject is over, I need to calibrate the footage because I didn't do that for the last session because I'm stupid. I did everything else, but I didn't do that. Anyway, yeah, Colorado, man. And it's not, people, anytime you say something good about Colorado, it's like, oh, recreational marijuana. That's awesome. I like that, I think it's cool that Colorado is the very first green state. And now other states are following suit. I think that's amazing. But, I was wanting to move to Colorado before that ever happened. I just love it, man. Let's go in for a closer look. And we'll go ahead and calibrate now. That should do it. So let's do the same thing. Try a different character though. Funny. Let's do different weather. Oh my gosh, I love it. See if I can land. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is, I don't know where my home is. And baby, all I need for you to know is I'm like a bird. It's one of those songs that I hate, but I love at the same time. I love the fact that I hate it, and I hate the fact that I love it. But I also listen to it from a producer's mindset. I think the engineering and the music production is just awesome, as it is for a lot of pop songs. Pop music, they always get the best producers and the best production behind it, and then they put some of the dumbest lyrics on top of it. And I can't help but like the song. I can't help but hate the song. And Nelly Furtado. As far as polarizing, annoying female artists go, she's at the top of that list. It's hard to deny that she has talent, but she has one of the most annoying voices in pop music, and some of the things she sings about is just absolutely stupid. Like, politically incorrect name that I often hear her called is Nelly Retardo, and certainly offensive. You know, if it offends you that I said that, you know, I'm not condoning the name. I'm just pointing out that people say it. I mean, if you have a problem with it, then good, so do I. But I choose not to get all up in arms. You know, I'm not a social justice warrior. You know, I think people who are into that kind of thing, it's like they have good intentions, but it's a lot of misplaced energy and a lot of misplaced anger. I mean, you could be that effort that you're putting in to trying policing other people's minds and, you know, the way other people talk, that can be redirected somewhere else much more effectively. And besides, as far in my experience goes, the only real way to fix a problem is with love, not hate. So, I mean, any, just ask any Christian, like, who's successfully witnessed to people. It's like, you know, which approach works better, to love the sinner or to hate the sinner? And pretty much all of them, in my experience, except for the Westboro Baptist Church, of course, because they're hateful SOBs, will say that, you know, it's better to witness to somebody with love than with hate. So, if the fact that people say words like retard bothers you, as it should, you know, you're not going to fix the problem by getting angry about it. Just like, you know, if someone who looks like this, if the fact that someone like this exists bothers you, then once again, you know, the problem isn't going to get solved with hatred. I mean, sure, you could always lynch the people that you don't like, but where does it stop? You're not going to get them all. And, you know, is that the answer anyway, to murder people that you can't get along with? I mean, it does work for some people, I suppose, so always keep an open mind. Let's see, what else do I have? Sky, let's not do skydiving. Cannonball.
Here we go.
Wait for the power. The power! Meow. I think I'm gonna miss. Meow. It's like a cat strapped to the front of a car. Meow. 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 Boo-boo. Oh my god, it's so funny. Maybe it's the misogynistic side of me coming out, but that is so humorous. Okay, I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, I can't even see it. Yeah, way too far. Just a bit. Still way too far. A little to the right and much less power. Alright, just finish this up. Someone in the blue. Oh man, that's not even... That one's tough, man. Okay. Yeah, see, it's funny how the wind kind of pushes you. So... Oh, I'm gonna go over. And then you gotta wait for him to come all the way down. I need to turn this into like a beat or something. Oh, I may hit. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna connect. Yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. This is gonna end up being my gold dust character. Purple dust or purple must. Then again, I don't really want it to be a rip-off of anything. Oh, I'm not going to connect, but I'm not too awfully far away. Go tell it on the mountain. Come on. Not quite. Just gonna do one more session with Birdman. I love it, man. So, at the time of recording this, this is close to Thanksgiving. Now, I've been going through kind of a dark period lately. I am now officially in my 30s. I'm 31. And, I honestly don't think that that's bothering me that much, but I do feel like it's a factor. Over the summer, my best friend passed away, and that certainly had an effect on my year. It caused me to rethink a lot of the ways that I've been living, if for no other reason than to become a person that Alex would be proud of. I mean, I know he was proud of me already while he was still here, but I asked myself, if he were still around, how could I make him even more proud of me? How can I honor his memory to acknowledge the fact that his existence made the world a better place, at least for me and my wife, and for those close to him, those few close to him that actually had a chance to know him and just didn't see him as a person to get an easy hustle off of, which some people did look at him that way. And I'm sure that, there was a lot of unhappiness for him during his last year or so, and I'm sure that was a factor in that. But I've also been rethinking my career, and I know that it's not where I want it to be right now. And I also know that I let that bother me a lot more than I should. So, it comes down to being able to just step back and stop and smell the roses and enjoy the scenery like I'm doing right now. But, I've decided that I can't sit around and just let things pass me by any longer. I'm putting myself out there, and that was part of my inspiration for committing to gossip and games and keeping it going. In my mind, I'm doing gossip and games for a year, and then I'll evaluate whether or not it's something I should continue doing or something to expand upon, leverage, something to stop doing but to apply the lessons I learned to something else. And I'm trying to go into this project without too many expectations. Don't have expectations, and follow inspiration wherever it comes, even if it comes in the middle of a session. So I just want to use this as a way to produce the best possible content that I can, and to continue to develop myself, my on-camera presence, myself as a on-screen personality and a producer of content at the same time. So I'm hoping that this project, Gossip and Games, turns out to be a productive and prosperous one. But even if it doesn't turn out that way, I am already grateful for the effect that doing this has had on my life. It's given me a lot of self-confidence in myself. I know that it's a quality product, and I know that it's continuing to get better. And I know that I can continue to make it better and better, and to the point where it's just absolutely exceptional. I just have to keep developing myself, and I have to get to the point where I'm comfortable again in front of a camera, because I was off camera for so many years, especially when I changed careers. I went from media to culinary. And I've been in culinary now for 5 years, but I miss producing content. This is what I've always wanted to do, but oddly enough, I've always wanted to work with food as well. So I think I can accommodate both of them in my life, which is definitely a plan for 2016. As far as 2016 goes, I definitely want to put out a whole lot of new stuff. You can expect more gossip and game videos. You can expect me to really get behind all 7 forms of media. You have vlog, which is what I classify this as. You have videos, which is some sort of like looking at it as short movies. You have comics and cartoons. I've done both in the past, and I want to get going on that as well for 2016. Then you have music and podcasts. So we're at 6. 7th is the written word, and that's what I'm currently working on at the moment. Working on a novel trilogy, which I'm a lot further into than you probably think. But I don't want to pull the trigger and start promoting it until it's a lot closer to completion. And I'm going to be working on a series of articles for my website, treybear.com. And you can just expect all of that for next year. Right now, the big thing I'm working on is music. That's what you can probably expect now, or next, and some music, some singles, some new albums, some music videos, and this stuff is really good, at least compared to what I've made in the past. I mean, the stuff I made in the past is down here, and the stuff I'm making now is up here. It's a big difference, and I believe that it's going to continue to get better. So I mean, the next album to come out is going to be called Conception, and there's a long history with Conception. It was originally going to be an EP that I put out many years ago. I think originally I wanted to put it out in 2007, so it's been a while. It's been on the back burner that long. But then I changed it to I changed Conception to it was originally going to be the third album, the third EP in my 777 trilogy, but then I changed that to Law of Attraction, but I decided to keep Conception on because a lot of the tracks that I was going to put in it weren't going to fit on Law of Attraction anyway, so I was like, I'll just do Conception as a separate album. But I didn't know when I was going to put it out. See, I was working on an album called Blue Collar Blues, and it was actually like 95% done, but I just wasn't feeling it, especially because the concept was so negative. I was basically, the entire album was me complaining about my career, and I would have done something like that in the past, but my new way of being, 100% responsibility, and keep it positive as much as possible, keep it loving, it didn't fit. And I didn't feel comfortable doing an album just about me complaining about my career. So I decided, let's just go back to Conception and let's put that out. And I'm really happy with the way it's come together. It's like 99% done. I just need to put the finishing touches on it, but it should be coming out soon, not too long after you see this video. I'm looking at early 2016 for Conception, and I'm wanting to really get behind this album like I have not done in the past. I want to promote it, and I want to do some music videos. I'd like to do a music video for every track on there, but we'll see if that ever happens. I definitely want to do one or two at least. And beyond that, always got dozens of projects that I can choose from. I have no shortage of topics, no shortage of projects to work on. So 2016 is going to be an awesome year, and I hope you decide to stick around for the ride because it's going to be awesome. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the opportunity to entertain you. Good night, everyone.